going on with home prices in Murfreesboro, Tennessee as 2023 is coming to a close? We'll explore that in this video as well as what we can expect in 2024. What's up, y'all? I'm Rachel. I'm a realtor and resident living in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Let's take a look at the current state of the Murfreesboro, Tennessee housing market, compare it to previous years, and see what we can expect in 2024. And if you're worried about an upcoming recession, as well as how that could affect the housing market, stay tuned until the end and we'll see what the experts are predicting. First, let's take a look at the current housing market. November and December are the slowest months of the year for the housing market historically, so every year we do see a typical slowdown in sales. Average sale price for single-family homes in November 2023 was $457K. That's down 5% month over month and 3% year over year. We're currently looking at 2.89 months of supply. Months of supply is a good indicator of whether or not we are in a buyer's market or a seller's market. Having less than 6 months of supply, this is more indicative that we are still actually in a seller's market. So we've slowed down relative to that fever pitch pace of 2021 and 2022, but by no means has the market here flipped on its head. Here's a graph of how we're seeing the supply levels have changed over the last 3 years. It's been very low. So what we're seeing is housing supply start to return to normal levels. Supply levels of existing homes will not suddenly increase because current homeowners, they may not be able to sell without getting less home at a higher interest rate than they are locked in currently. However, new construction supply levels have increased and could offer the opportunity you're looking for to get a reasonable deal. Looking back over the last 3 years, we can see that home prices in Murfreesboro peaked around July or August of 2022. They were around $518,000. They decreased to last November around $475,000. So with that current average sale price being around $457,000, we're seeing about a 3% decrease year over year. So if you are planning on moving here, just keep in mind Murfreesboro is one of the fastest growing cities in America. We've been on the top 20 list for the last several years now, and people, they're still going to be moving here every single day. We may not be seeing 50 offers on a home anymore, but a multiple offer of 1 to 3 offers is not out of the question. For most of the buyers that I've talked to lately, many are looking to the spring to make their next purchase. On the lending side, there's been predictions of lower interest rates in the late spring. That's bringing hope to buyers that have felt sidelined for the last several months. So if you are going to be buying in the next few months or so, I want you to know that whether you're buying now or 6 months from now, home prices in Murfreesboro, Tennessee are not going to change drastically. Because if we look back to that graph of housing supply over the last few years, look at the last 11 months. Prices here have been hovering about the same, and that dip that we saw last month, that's just that typical seasonal slowdown. So for those buyers that are here and ready to purchase, the best case scenario for you will be those interest rates going down in the spring. And advice for home sellers in the current market: if you need to sell quickly, you really need to make any of those needed repairs, cosmetic included. Do paint the walls. Don't fall prey to the misconception that buyers will want to paint a different color. What buyers really want is to move in right away to a home as soon as they can in as good a condition as possible. Most don't have that desire to paint right away. They want something that is turnkey, they can move in, get settled, and then paint a few months down the line. However, if you simply can't bring your home to turnkey status, the price does need to reflect that. Pricing is more important than ever now, so if you're pricing too high, you're going to leave some buyers completely out of being able to make an offer on your home. On the other hand, if you're pricing it too low, you could be leaving money on the table. If you're worried about a coming recession, you're not alone. There's been a lot of recession talk for the last few years, and the worry is that a recession could make unemployment rates skyrocket. Some fear that a steep rise in unemployment could then lead to a stream of foreclosures like we saw 15 years ago. However, for the first time in over a year, less than half of economists believe a recession will actually occur within the next year. Naturally, those same economists don't expect unemployment to jump way up. While a small rise in unemployment is expected to happen, it's not expected to be significant enough to cause a wave of foreclosures like we saw in 2008. Furthermore, unless that homeowner purchased that home at the peak of both prices and interest rates in the summer of 2022, they should still have enough equity in their home to pay off their mortgage without risk of default. Whether you're already living in Murfreesboro or you're thinking about moving to Murfreesboro, like and subscribe with the bell so that you'll be the first to know when I post a new housing market update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.